as a journalist, I have responsibilities to protect the people I talk to. And I understand different humanitarian organizations go to protect people. Once they take a journalist to a certain spot, they still have, which is important for them because that's how people will know what's going on in the country. But at the same time, their main goal is to protect those people, and they cannot afford to risk anyone's life just because of a journalist who is not professional enough. And I really felt terrible for the rest of my trip, and I was really trying to concentrate on not making similar mistakes. But it's such a fine line, and I still think, and when I'm talking to young journalists who go to the field for the first time, and I bring up this story, I still say there's no golden rule where you can put the limit to what to ask and what not to ask, and who to ask and where to ask different things. And I really think that this is why journalists should be prepared very well from different sources before they go to a war zone. When I went to Lebanon, this was a great help because it was in 2006 when there was this very heavy war between Israel and Lebanon, and they were bombing basically the whole country. But we first flew to Syria, and then we drove a car to Lebanon, and we stayed in Beirut. And that was also a very shocking experience for me to see that, when you think of refugees and you think about as a journalist, you go there to help these people because you bring their story to the big world, and then you are very nice because you actually, do something good for them. And you go there and you first experience that people actually want to beat you. Why would I expect them to be positive? I mean, why would they want to stand in front of my camera? Of course they are afraid. And they don't think about the long-term consequences of this interview, that maybe someone will Hungary or somewhere, if CNN takes a report, maybe some people will do something good for them. Of course they don't think about the long-term things. They think about their present because they are there in a situation. I have to respect that. And that's when I also saw protection and this whole question in a different light, and working with ICRC beforehand really helped me to accept it and not be pushy, and I think that's a very important thing, to respect people where you work. And I see it as a problem that many journalists don't respect people because they are stuck on their stories, and their story is worth more than anything. And of course, when you risk your life to go to war, and then you just cannot do certain things because the people you work among don't let you, then you get frustrated, like, I came all over here, I risked my life, why can't they let me work and help me, But this is such an egoistic standpoint. You cannot expect people to act like that. I experienced this other end too when I was working in Libya. Well, the locals were just overwhelmingly helpful. But when you don't find that situation, you have to accept that and try to stay calm.